RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. On a Thursday. Today Thursday, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, Thursday. Today's Thursday. Thursday. It's not a coincidence. The language is serious. Y'all should take the language serious enough to know that when they call this shit Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they mean that shit. It's not arbitrary because the words sound right. It's a carefully crafted, intentional language. And when you use the language to do things like name and number the days of the week, the months, what year we're in, 2024. But humanity has been here for how long? What's this 2024 count? What is that? Y'all know what it is. That shit's whack. That's not the year we're in. You can't even say your birthday and what year you were born without lying to yourself. It's not the year. The year of what, man? It's supposed to be 13 months, man. The moon is on a 28-day cycle. I think it's the moon that's on a 28-day cycle, aligned with women's menstrual cycle, and it's all this astrological time between us and whatever the fuck else is going on out here. But there should be 13 months, and they fucked that up for a reason. They went to the Gregorian calendar for a reason. That does something. It literally dictates how we perceive time. It's a powerful thing. I would take that shit seriously. Whoever named the days of the week, whatever religious society that was, how they came up with it. Now, all that shit is important to me. I can't ignore it. I'm curious about how the fuck that happened, and I take it seriously. Other people don't care so much, and that's cool. That's cool. But and I don't mean to sound arrogant like I know it all, because I know that I don't know shit. There's so much that I don't know or don't understand, or that I don't talk about, or might not even include in these conclusions that I be coming to about this shit. That's why I voice what it is that I'm saying, what I'm thinking. I try to be articulate in what it is that I'm thinking and how I got to that conclusion, so I can open myself up to the best opportunities to be corrected about the shit that I claim is so important to me. Other people don't take that approach, and because of my approach, I said that I am a superior in my approach, not as a person, but in my approach to life. I'm superior to most average people, because most average people won't even open their mind to just to learning and understanding the things that they hold so close to their heart, or that they stand on so firmly, without any kind of fucking foundation or understanding of what it is, man. It's just weird to me that people do this, and then they walk around with their nose in the air. It's like, man, y'all crazy, man. Niggas is dumb babies. Life is short. We don't know shit, and motherfucker 50, 60 years old walking around acting all cocky like they know everything and they are above everybody because of it. Silliness. I know smart people that are dumb as fuck because of how they approach things in life. You being able to obtain a few truths and some understanding of how things work, or you made a successful business, or you achieved a certain office, particular offices in the government field. Like, come on, don't none of that mean shit to me. I don't give a fuck. That's not, you can't rise above me because of those things. I want to vibe check your whole approach to life and what the fuck is going on, and where you really hold truth, and then where your cognitive dissonance comes into play, because everybody got a little bit of it, and sometimes that's a deal breaker. Your cognitive dissonance will be a deal breaker. If I can see something silly and simple and easy to obtain and understand holding you back from a great truth because you're scared to face the truth, I'm going to call you less intelligent than myself, for damn. And I don't give a fuck anything else that you've achieved either. That one thing is going to make me say that you are capable of falling for shit that could be detrimental to your true understanding of the world, and your fear will keep you from it. And if I watch you do that, you is beneath me, bro. Especially about serious things, you're gonna be beneath me. It's just hard living a life that's being dictated and controlled by people who just have like silly, almost childish damn near a fucking phobia of certain topics and issues and how they address them and how willing they are to even listen to somebody say anything at all. But if anybody's got anything powerful to say that's in contrary to what it is that I say, whenever I do these open carry demonstrations and these live streams and shit, and say that shit. Be clear, correct me like thoroughly, so that I can get on your level where you at if you got the juice. I want to know what the fuck is up. Most people don't want to know what the fuck is up. They want to be left alone in the peace of what it is that they think they understand because they're comfortable there. Fuck your comfort. Shake your shit up. Stop acting like a bitch. What's up with this moon shit, gang? I'm about tired of it. I'm about tired of all of the fucking news being spooky. They put a fucking spooky spin on everything that they can. You never know when to take them serious or not, or what the fuck else is really going on. It's a fucking eclipse, bruh. The fucking school canceling school for the day in some places for this shit. All type of weird ass shit, man. Motherfuckers is going to slight hints at the toilet paper water thing again. It's like, why, man? It's a fucking eclipse, bruh. I ain't heard nobody tell me the fucking reason behind all of this. All of the fear behind what the fuck is going to happen during the eclipse. It's a fucking eclipse. Y'all mad that the sun gonna be blocked out for a certain amount of time? I need to hear some science. I want to hear some science behind why the fuck this is an issue. Is the sun going to be blocked out, only allowing certain harmful rays from the sun to hit the earth for a few minutes? That's also going to fucking flip the earth upside down. What the fuck is y'all problem? What is it? I need the science behind it, because the act of the sun being blocked out when it shouldn't be blocked out is not going to cast a magical spell unless you are hypnotized by the news and the media and the fear that they want to pump behind this for you to then do something, or for them to do something while this is happening that you might need to have a reaction about. But it's not going to be magic, though. Only magic is going to be is the fucking hypnotic spell they put on you. They constantly tell you fear this, fear that. For what? Why the fuck would we fear a fucking eclipse, man? Like the sun ain't been fucking blocked out before. The sun is going to be eclipsed by clouds all day today. I want to know what the fuck y'all problem is. Fucking tired of that weird ass shit, bruh. Fucking weird ass shit. Fucking eclipse shouldn't be fucking... Man, I don't know, man. I'm tired of it, bruh. Because of Jesus. Jesus? Who's sound familiar? Never heard of her. Who's this Jesus chick? I don't get it. Because of Jesus? Nah. Let's talk about that real quick. This whole idea that there's this, the earth and the sun and the moon is some kind of celestial stopwatch for God that created everything, consciousness included. I'm not talking like created the universe. I'm talking about also created the power to perceive the universe through a consciousness. Whatever one thing did all of that is not watching the earth like a fucking stopwatch to fucking take some beings that he gave a consciousness to so he can stopwatch us about random weird shit. And we're aware of the weird shit. Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, it's... I don't understand. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody can tell me. Me not knowing don't mean that there ain't no answer to it or there ain't nothing to it. I'm unconvinced. I'm unconvinced that if Jesus got anything to do with any of this shit. There's too many holes in the story, so I won't even apply that shit. Unless somebody give me some juice to make me go, oh, wait a minute. Because I hear a lot of shit coming from the Bible where I go, man, that's some powerful shit. There's some powerful shit in that book, man. I won't take it lightly, but I will not go with the narrative that, you know, they were all being tested in that. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems weird. I'm open for debate and discussion about the shit, though. He makes my tacos on the lunch truck. Gee, oh, Jesus. Ah, yeah, I know him. Predictive programming, yeah, it's a lot of that. They want you to have a certain kind of reaction to certain things. I do believe that they kind of harness energy. It's very possible that the fabric of reality and how all of this shit really works could could appear to be magical when there is a scientific understanding about it that somebody else has that we don't, thus making it look like fucking magic, like the cell phone would look like magic 100 fucking years ago, but it's not magic. There's science behind it. It doesn't give you any special powers. The damn thing might actually be hurting you when you talk about the potential for radiation and shit, and it's used as a tracking system. It'll definitely track you. It's not all good, and it's not fucking magic. There's a science there that if you understand it, you stop thinking that it's magic, and you start accepting it as a tangible attribute to life that you yourself can manipulate. 8-year-olds have cell phones. It's not that big of a fucking deal, right? Take it back 100 years. It's a big fucking deal. You're a wizard, you're a god. Where'd you get that? Just off the not understanding. So you don't understand electricity, you're not gonna understand that cell phone. Total magic trick. I can't even start from square one by telling you that first you gotta plug the thing in and charge it. If you don't understand electricity, you still don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. There'll be no way to communicate with you. I just had to get you into the practice of using the fucking cell phone 100 years ago in order for you to understand, because I wouldn't be able to explain it to you. I would have to start from square one, and the entire time you'd be looking me in my face like I was a fucking god or a wizard. Where the fuck did I get this thing? Oh, I got 2 of them? Yeah, so you can see how they communicate between each other. From anywhere in the world, it'll blow your fucking mind. When I explain to you the satellites, blowing your mind. I will blow your shit the fuck out the top of your fucking head, metaphorically. Trying to explain to you 100 years ago what the fuck a cell phone is and why it works like that. If they understand anything about the nature of reality, sound, rhythm, a magnetic rhythm of the earth, the 808 beat that they put in fucking music that becomes hypnotic for them to put you in a trance, about the drug use, the sexually explicit thoughts and behaviors, violence. They tap in and be like, if you have the propensity for violence, this 808 beat with the right fucking words behind it, and the chant and the hook and the dancing and the flashing fucking lights all in the videos, yeah, you gonna be in a trance. Music is powerful, and they know it. I can't go into a fucking grocery store just trying to shop without walking out of the grocery store with a love song from the fucking 80s stuck in my head hours later, and I can't remember where it came from. The grocery store 2 hours ago. That's where the song came from. I stopped the world and melt with you face that all in my ear, bro, all in my head, bro, for hours. And I like that song. But the grocery store did that. And it puts me in a certain mood too. It actually chills my mood. It does something to my mood. I start feeling sentimental about my girl and all that. These love songs from the 80s and 90s and shit playing in these grocery stores, man. They know that. If they can tap into the fabric of reality and how these things work, they can get you to do something that you think you are doing on your own, like you are free will to be choosing. You just living your life, and this is who you are. This is who you become. This is where you think and feel about this or that. They know on a grand scale they can predictably get you to look, think, and feel and act a certain fucking way if they can tap into a science that you don't understand and you think it's magic or you think it's you. That's wild to me. So what the fuck is with this moon shit? The fuck is with this moon shit? The moon never turns its back to us. Why the fuck not? Y'all get all these brilliant fucking colors all over these satellite images of nebulas and all these other fucking galaxies and shit all over the fucking universe, and y'all can't show us the back of the moon. Fuck you niggas. With all that bullshit. All that bullshit right in everybody's face. Like I'm not gonna ask you what the back of the fucking moon look like and then hold you accountable when I don't see it, you don't explain it, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Don't worry about that part, right? Fuck out of here. It's fucking ancient cultures, the Dogon, I think they're called. They say the moon is a hollowed out fucking planetoid space station. They remember when the motherfucker got here, it wasn't always here. Somebody flew it here and parked it there. That the thing might be beaming out a fucking frequency that lessens our ability to do certain things like see auras, might even vibrate certain parts of our brain to stimulate the power of telepathy, that it will be common. That telepathy will be a fucking common occurrence in humanity. Like it was typical to find somebody that was with that shit. They can exercise it well. To read auras and shit, to check a motherfucking vibe and intentions on contact. If that is at all true, and I don't know, this is shit that I've heard and read. And then I go, hey, and until I see a reason to totally discard it, I keep it on the back burner. I'll think about it. I'll be sure that if I see other clues that strengthen that potential for that to be the truth, that I will try to apply and then build until I am convinced or unconvinced of any of these truths. But what I do know is, if the moon is a hollowed out fucking planetoid fucking space station, I know that if I could read auras, I don't know how a politician would ever be able to fool me. They will fool you, lie to you, trick you, force you into anything. All of that shit goes away. The evil will have to be overtly evil, and then take all of the smoke that implies when they trying to rule people. If we could read auras and see auras and shit around people, like a real color field, and that the moon is keeping our eyes from seeing this. We already know that we can only see a sliver of the light spectrum with our human eyes. We know that. Even the best of us can see almost nothing. This is the kind of shit that I'm glad that I've ever heard, read, came across this information, and I try to piece it together. Every time I see a confirmation of the same information from a source that I can fucking halfway fucking respect, I keep tally. I remember I heard that shit again, explained in a different way from peer-reviewed studies and blah, blah, blah. The human eye does this. Fine. When I see all these other things and all these other elements to the story that I can piece together, I start going, man, what's good? What's really going on? How enslaved is humanity really? Because I know there's somebody out there with great intentions, great power and influence, with a long plan. They're capable of fooling the fuck out of me, I know it. So then I always ask myself, am I being fooled by something? Have I been convinced that the moon is what it is that I think it is, when reality it's not, because I've been lied to by some very, very crafty, smart, fucking evil geniuses that can manipulate reality and what it is that we think it is? I don't know. I know that I don't know. I take it serious enough to keep an open mind about this stuff. I can't let how I feel about the potential outcome to some of these fucking storylines and narratives. I can't let how that makes me feel determine on whether I think it or believe it or not. All that shit, that's childish to me. I try very hard not to ever do that. I want to know what the fucking truth is. All of the fucking truth. And I don't give a fuck how it makes anybody feel. You can't be guided by your fucking feelings, especially as a fucking man. Give a fuck about none of that shit. Let all of the pain and all the truth, let it hurt you. Let it break your fucking heart, pussy. I just want to know what the fuck it is. I don't care what the fuck it is. I want to know. And it'd be a goddamn shame living your life being lied to about all of these fucking things. Having an opportunity to not be fucking played by the shit, and then you move on with the deception, carrying that shit through your whole fucking life because you don't like the way it sounds that the earth might be flat. I don't give a fuck what that sound like. It better not be, and I'm not going to know unless I look. Gotta investigate with the best of what any information that anybody has. I want all of it. I want the best of it. Be thorough, because I'm fucking keeping tally and passing judgment on all this shit. There's no other way to do it but to do it like that. I don't care how it feels or how strange it sounds to me. If anything that sounds strange to me is automatically not true because it sounds strange to me, I'm never going to learn shit, and I can be fooled by almost anything. Keep it in the realm of obscurity and strange fucking weirdo Twilight Zone-y fucking bullshit. If you keep the truth in that arena for me in my adult life long enough, I will deny the fucking truth just because it sound weird. That's what they hoping a lot of y'all would do. I try not to let that do that to me, because I know that I'm looking right at the potential for things to work in that way. Then I go, oh, well, I can't let that be the hurdle. That can't be what happens. I better keep an open mind and not let my feelings get in the way of nothing, because if I do, I'm going to miss something. What the fuck is this moon shit? Y'all ever see the what's the movie? One of the dopest movies ever fucking made. The Truman Show. Truman Show. Dope ass movie. His whole reality is a stage. The sky not even real. He's in a dome. And the moon is the fucking control station for the fucking show. It's weird. He has a conversation with the guy in the control station towards the end of the movie, almost like he is talking to God. The voice sounds echoed and muffled, and it's coming from out in the sky, someplace that he can't, Truman can't exactly place where the voice is coming from, but he knows that it seems to be omnipotent and everywhere. No, is that the word for? No, omnipotence is the powerful. Omnipresent, that is everywhere. Like the voice seems like it's coming from everywhere. And it's a powerful movie, man. And I think a lot of things are being said there, and we can call that predictive programming to help maybe fuel the idea that the earth is flat when it's not. I don't know. I don't know why the earth being flat will be the deception that holds us back from what truth. The truth that we've all been given since childhood in these fucking schools that we don't like or trust. And then all of a sudden they say, hey, let's circumvent our own fucking bullshit that we've been force feeding them since they were children, and let us drive this idea that the earth is flat and this is us in a deception trying to drive them into this direction. They have an expectation that we're going to laugh at that and not believe that, and then just rely on the trust in the knowledge that we got from the schools that they operate. So I don't think that it even makes any logical sense that if they were trying to deceive us about something, the deception will be coming from them, and that the deception is that the earth is flat when it's really not. I mean, it made no sense. I don't think it makes any sense. I'm not saying that the earth is flat. What I'm saying is trying to go down the logical train of thought that this will be the deception, and then approaching it like this is a deceptive thing coming from them. I can't fucking place it. Huh. And maybe that's a psychological fucking flip that it is the deception that I would do that. I don't know. I don't know. They can run me around in circles if they wanted to with all this bullshit. I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm talking about. Huh. That's why I just keep the open mind about everything. I keep an open mind about everything. The gun shit and all of that. It's just that every morning I wake up and I go, I tried to counteract what the fuck I was thinking inside my own head to prove myself wrong, and I can't do it. I'm right, gun the fuck up, fuck all the motherfuckers, and then I just do that every morning. I revisit it, and then I go, nah, I think I'm right. I think I got it. Oh shit. This fucking bag up. But yeah, I don't know, man. The eclipse is crazy. My second son, his middle name is Phoenix. He's got two middle names. One of them is Phoenix. I like the name Phoenix. I thought that I would live maybe in Phoenix, Arizona at some point in my life. And I visited Phoenix, Arizona and fell in love with it. Named my second son, his middle name is Phoenix. He was born in 2017, the year there was an eclipse that crossed through here. And now there's another eclipse, and he'll be turning 7 on Sunday. It says golden birthday here. He'll be 7 on the 7th on a Sunday. Beautiful thing. So yeah, that's we got that to look forward to this weekend. What up, Ghost? We got that to look forward to this weekend. My second son is turning 7. He's a beautiful kid, man, handsome kid. He's the one that I was telling y'all about in my other live stream, that he's the darkest out of all 4 of my mixed children. And he's got the straightest hair. His hair is, if you just took a picture, you could just see his hair, and then you were asked to guess the ethnicity of this child, you wouldn't say black and white. Nah, you wouldn't. You would say this boy is from Peru, Hawaii, Pakistan, somewhere where they got fucking straight hair and dark skin, because he is a peculiar mix to be as dark as he is and have that straight ass hair. Don't look like his mother's child at all. He resembles her a little bit, and you can see that, and you know that's her child. He resembles me. He looks like my oldest boy a lot. They're gonna look a lot alike when my 7-year-old gets older. He gonna look a lot like his older brother, and that's crazy. His older brother's 7. Is 20. I had my oldest child, and then for 13 years I done had no kids, and then I had my child who's about to be 7. So there's a big gap in the age between my oldest boy and all of the rest of my kids. Because then I had the one who's about to be 7. Then I got a 5-year-old daughter, and I got a 3.5-year-old son. So I started having kids back to back to back after my oldest boy hit his teenage years. And I'm gonna tell that story later on too, because that wasn't intentional, but it worked out so well. There's a synchronicity in who I was dating at the time where I was not having kids. Everything, man, where we lived and why. All of these little itty bitty things led me to the job that I have right now, which is critical in this story. And there's been dreams and things that I've done in my waking life as a child and pictures that I drew that make me feel like that I was destined to work at the place that I work at right now, which is strange to me because every little thing it took for me to get this job was so seemingly unrelated that it's weird as fuck. And I can relate it back to drawings that I drew as a child. Weird stuff. I don't know what the fuck is going on. That's why I be like this all day. I walk around like this. I don't know. I don't be knowing what the fuck is going on, bro. All I know is that the gun goes bang and they don't like that shit if you banging it in their direction. I know that for an absolute fact. Everything else, hey, I'm constantly checking to see where we stand and what the fuck is really going on. But look into the moon thing, man. The moon is an interesting thing. All of this shit is super interesting. It's way more interesting to study the real life happenings of humanity on this planet than it is to so deeply indulge yourself in the sports and music and the entertainment, which is crazy to me because all of that stuff is very powerful and hypnotic. But why is it that we are not getting the deepest, thorough lessons in science and technology in the movies and in the music? Why are there not rap songs explaining quantum physics? There's no music at all to explain these things. It don't got to be rap music, but there's no music at all that explain these things. If you use music to teach, when you know music is so hypnotic, I think you could turn music into a scientific teacher that would propel. And this is just me spitballing, bro. Life is way for the people that are in control of the things that move us about the planet in humanity's fucking tragic fucking story that we got going on here. I can think of other ways, avenues, approaches, and foundations to create a better life for humanity. That if the people in control have not thought of these things, then I'll supersede them in the intelligence and in my intentions to do exactly that, and that is save the world. I'm better than them, and it's way too easy because I'm nobody actually. So that's what be blowing my mind. That I'm not that fucking special. I'm not that fucking cool. I'm a regular ass nigga that live in the middle of fucking Iowa. Why y'all not putting science, serious science, into music? Thorough movies that aren't like indirectly trying to program you to think or believe or see something. How about thorough movies that literally illustrate how quantum physics and other complicated sciences work, so that you can be entertained by a down-to-earth story that happens to flex this knowledge and give examples and lessons in these things. People will indirectly just know real fucking shit by accident because they wanted to be entertained. I don't know, man. I think there should just be more of a driving attempt in that fucking direction. A whole bunch of grown-ass men throwing a fucking ball around a basketball court is, man, I don't care, man. I can't explain to people that fucking follow sports. I can't explain it to you enough about how I don't give a fuck. And I think it's so weird that you care so much. That shit blows my mind, bro. Something is wrong here. And whoever set this into place so that it can be that. All these Masons, they created all of your fucking sports. They're all Masons. All of this Masonic ritualistic bullshit that goes along with it all. 108 double stitches on the baseball and 108 fucking beads on the fucking Catholic rosary is not a fucking accident, man. I try to tell myself that I got to give y'all a break, that y'all not really stupid, is that y'all just don't have the information and then the means to calm your bullshit down in your fucking life, to learn things and then apply it to life so that you can tell yourself that there's a new story to be taken on in your observation, and that this is what the world really does. I think if y'all had peace, time, and the incentive, some kind of incentive, because we're all driven by incentive. If there was an incentive for you to focus on those things, to try to understand that, I think we'd all be better off. But no one really cares enough, and then there's no reason for you to really do that, because you're not dependent on your survival to understand that. It's not, there's no correlation. You're not going to not survive because you don't understand quantum physics. Quantum physics is going to have its place on your life naturally where it does, and you don't have to pay attention to it. And after that, you don't even really give a fuck. And I think it's strange to me, man. I think there's a lot of truth behind all of that. I've even heard some things and seen some things that I'm finna dig into and do some study on, this idea that the human body is actually made to regenerate completely, and that we should be living for way longer than 80 years. And I'm not talking 150. I'm talking about comfortable fucking 1,000 years or more, where we hardly even age or anything at all. And that sounds strange to people, but what I tell you, if it sounds strange to you and you shun it because it sounds strange, you are capable of being fooled, deceived, and all type of shit if you let that be the reason why you excuse something. I've always thought that life was so fucking short, that it was so weird that it was so short, and that it was kind of crazy, and it kind of disturbed me a little bit. That can be prepared by my fear of death, but I'm trying to overcome that as well, to not give a fuck so much about the death. That's why I be calling all y'all asses out for the fight and all of that if y'all want to fight, because I don't give a fuck about death. I'm trying not to. My kids keep me back into the fear of death because I want to be here for them, but then I also need to check out way before them, leaving them without my help and guidance and support the day that they have to face whatever this death is. It's a tricky thing, man. Life is weird. It's so weird and so powerful that I think that when people can't address these issues and these topics that I talk about with some sincerity, I think that the lack of attention in these things is the very reason why we suffer the way we do in humanity, because I don't think we're paying attention to the right stuff at all. Nope, we keep drawing lines of division and everything about everything that we can. Even in the gun world, if you got a fucking cheap gun that was less than $1,000 fucking dollars, motherfuckers act like you ain't even really got a gun, like you're not standing on their side in the idea of a tyrannical government probably doing something to us, and they just want to talk about the fact that your gun ain't up here. It ain't that. I never tell anybody that, man. All guns matter. Buy something that goes bang. Do your study on it. Is it reliable? If it has failure to feed, or the fucking gun jams it all, figure out why that is. Keep the gun fucking clean and get the proper ammo that your gun will fucking spit out, no problem. It might just be ammo sensitive. It doesn't make it complete trash. Buy a fucking gun and stop playing with your life. I don't care what it is. Let's stop this division about all this other stuff, man. I'm just happy to see people get guns. I don't give a fuck what gun you got. Just get one. Even a Taurus. It's a Taurus. But if I shoot your ass one time with it, ain't your ass shot. But it's a Taurus though. I just did a short. Check my shorts and all my shit out. The community tab on my site, man, I got posts, pictures, all type of shit going on there. Y'all gotta check that shit out. I just did a short making fun of Tauruses and Canics and other somewhat off-brand, cheaper fucking firearms that people try to act like these guns are fucking dumb and they're useless, and if you bought that, you're poor and that gun gonna get you killed. Not true. Practice with the firearm, get proficient with it, run some ammo through it yourself, different kinds of ammo, see what works and doesn't work, and whatever doesn't work when you're testing it, stay the fuck away from that ammo. Load up on the ammo that you know is spitting through your fucking firearm flawlessly, and then call the fucking gun good. I don't give a fuck how much you pay for it. Pawn shops, private sellers, you can find a gun anywhere, man. They even have police trade-ins where you can get an officer-issued firearm that was issued to an officer, or that an officer owned, and it be gently used for duty, probably hardly ever even fired, because they almost never fire their guns, especially trying to save your life. They fired the gun more at, hey, he was reaching for my gun, or hey, let me see your hands. They shoot their guns and like that. They don't shoot the gun. They be like, jumping in the middle of a gunfight to save your ass. That don't really be happening that much at all, ever, almost never. But they do trade their firearms in. They be generally used officer firearms where you can get a high quality Glock or an XD or something like that. And you be like, man, this gun is $250 cheaper than buying it brand new. A cop carried it around for 7 years and here it is. I'll buy that. Do that type of shit. There's all types of things you can do. But get the gun though. And stop fucking playing. Peace and love to y'all, man. I'll be doing some more live streams and shit. I might even go live with the birthday boy on Sunday. Hopefully all is well for the eclipse, because I'm not worried about the eclipse. I'm worried about what the fuck they ass gonna do, because they want you to get this fear up so that you can propel the fear energy out into the. I think they know how to harness energy with noise and vibration and all that shit. I think that's what these stadiums are for. I think they're harnessing energy. They need you to cheer. They need you to get drunk and fight and do all of that type of shit and chant, stomp your feet, sing in unison. Let's go Bears, let's go. Let's go. But they like that shit. They want you to do that shit. If they know something we don't know and then they're using us, then hey, that's your fault. That's the way they see it. That's your fault for not knowing better. All is fair in love and war, including lying to your ass.